Okay, short reloading videos. Welcome back to the channel. This is kind of sort of a follow-up part 2 of the breaking in a AR-15 barrel video. This is after about 7 shots in the break-in process, and I'll be doing another one tomorrow. But I just wanted to give you an update on what the process kind of looks like. At the top is the first wet patch using the Montana Extreme, second wet patch, and then a soak between this one and this dry patch. Okay, so pretty much what you'd expect after a single fired shot, a fouling shot. And then you can see I continued with wet patch here, and then a dry patch, wet patch here and here, and a dry patch. And then I let it soak a while, and then I did these 3 wet patches, this one, and this one. And then this one dry, right here. 2 more wet and dry. Now you can see it took about 5 cycles, about, 11 or 12 wet patches, probably 11. But you can see it's starting to clean out faster. Believe me, when I took the first shot at this and I cleaned it up very well, took one shot, it took about 9 or so sets of 2 with a soak, and then 2 more and a soak. So it was taking quite a while, a couple hours at least, to clean this barrel out after a single shot. Well, now I'm down to about an hour, and I'm through 7 rounds, so or 6 maybe. Let's look over to the right here. Okay, there's 8 missing. I got 1 on the bench, so definitely been 7 shots. Let's go back. I try to give you a little warning so it's not super nauseating, but okay, so that's 7 shots in. Now what I'm also working on is this Wildcat here, and you saw that in probably one of my last videos. This is the TAC 30. It's a 6.8 SPC necked up to a 30 cal, and then the shoulder pushed back a little bit. And it has excessive head space. I resized the case too much. I'm going to try to fire it with the bolt out of this gun. I tried with the bolt that I put into this upper, and it did not it did not fire. I got a very light strike, and I know my headspace is pretty excessive on the case, but I'm still going to try to fire it because science. So this is just a regular old 16-inch barrel. If it doesn't fire again, I have to break the I'll have to break the round down and trash the case and do another attempt. So I'll probably put it right on the end of this video, but tomorrow I'm gonna head out. Right now it's a bit dark outside. I think it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I won't be shooting right now. So I'll go out to the range tomorrow and give it a try, and I'll be wearing my safety glasses. Okay, guys. Well, I did take this TAC 30 out, and as you can see, success. Whoa, this thing is quite the thumper. It has more it has more thump than the 6.8 by a little bit, and man, 6.8 is a heck of a thumper in its own right. The gas block's completely closed on this particular rifle. It's an adjustable PRI, and it's fully closed, so it did not cycle, but it fired. So what I'm going to do, I put my kind of first, my 6.8 SPC bolt group in this upper, and it fired this case. I think I had a light strike with the super bolt I had in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other bolt group, put it on in my 6.8 upper. This is my 30 cal upper, and I will fire that round because I'm still breaking in that upper over there. So more updates later, but I am so pleased that this fire formed. So now I can actually resize to this case instead of kind of a guess. Because I tell you, this was almost, I think this was almost 15 thousandths of headspace. Very excessive, but it came out. So that is exciting stuff. Okay, well, that super bolt worked. So it fired that case, and I think that the primer looks pretty good. Probably pretty deep though, but it's a factory round. It's not a reload, but it's a solid hit on that guy. So all in all, good. So I'll go down and see. This is the first time I actually put a target down there for this Trigicon. So, all right, well, let's go take a look and see what we did. All right, well, I brought the target up, and it had been a used 22 target somebody had been messing with. I just grabbed their target and I aimed right at center at 25 yards, and I'm pretty low, so it is what it is. Not really. Oop, we got acorns falling. I'm not really sure if that was me or not. To be honest, I don't remember what it looked like beforehand, because that looks pretty significant in size. There's a lot of sheets on here, so you know, it could be anyone, but that right there looks about like a 6.8 impact. So I think it's probably this with a whole bunch of tearing from being 9 layers deep. So that's fine. I'm not shooting up into the air. I don't really care. I have not zeroed it in, and I wouldn't zero it in at 25 yards, probably. So there's that. So all in all, let's go to the right here. Did not blow my face up, which is always good, especially if you have known excessive headspace on a case, undersized case, or maybe oversized. I don't know. How do you put it in the comments? Was a case that's too small undersized or oversized? Probably undersized, I guess, but with too much sizing. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here because I only brought 2 rounds to try this out, and now I can finally set up my die permanently to work. So I'm very excited about this Wildcat working. It's my first one, and this is the first case I made, and it worked, and it had a lot of oomph. If you're wondering why bother all the trouble of this 30 caliber 6.8 Wildcat TAC 30 or 30 hair AR, here's a comparison with a 6.5 Grendel case that was hanging out at the range. You can see on the left here is a 6.8 SPC factory case, and then in the center is a TAC 30, and then on the right is a 6.5 Grendel. Now, the Grendel is going to obviously allow a longer bullet and better long-range performance. However, in Michigan, where I'm at, I will not be taking shots at game over probably 100 yards, but definitely not over 200 yards. And in that case, the increased capacity of the 6.8 case is beneficial. Heavier bullets going just as fast. So 6.5 Grendel, great cartridge, great case, great performance. But somehow something better is available for people in my area with shorter ranges, and that is the 6.8 SPC II hand loads. And then this 30 TAC is just amazing. I mean, you can see much bigger bullet. So I just wanted to show you that comparison, because people generally wonder. Now, if you want to just do, you know, cheap plinking, cheap hunting, then the Grendel's great. But if you're looking for the best performance you can get, really, you really have trouble beating the 6.8 SPC out to about 300 yards. But past there, you might as well consider the Grendel heavily. But yeah, just wanted to show you. So there you have it. That's my first firing of my TAC 30 Wildcat. Very excited to have all the same parts that I showed up with on the old face there. thought about bringing safety glasses, but I thought, that'll jinx myself, so. Twice fired case. I don't know why I had a light strike on the first one. I think perhaps when I loaded it in, it just was, it just got itself away from the bolt face. It is way too small of it. It was way too small of a case. Now it's the perfect size case. Oh, sunlight. And there's my 6.8 AR. I can't wait to finish off a TAC 30 AR. I'm going with kind of like a older style, kind of older as in like 2009. A lot of the parts I have are from about 2009 era for it. So kind of interesting. We'll see. I'll end up probably showing you a photo or a video of it when I get it together. But for now, I'm just going to share this lower. It's fine. I had to create some cases for it, so we'll figure out what I want to do. They do sell some 6.8 basic, which is a straight walled case without a bottleneck in it. And now that I have a master case, if you will, for the chamber, I can pretty much just size to it with some calipers, and we'll see what happens. So, all right, I'll catch you in the next one.